So... yeah, this Veilguard, I think, is the third iteration of the game. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I see. If it disappointed longtime fans, then it sounds similar to fan responsible for Fallout 4. Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with Fallout series, but like, yeah, it definitely sounds like, and again, like, I understand where people are coming from because again, there were, in many instances, you could feel that it was rushed a bit. But I don't know. Like, again, to Sleazy's point, it kind of just depends on what your expectations are and what you like in a video game. Like, I don't regret buying it. And I thought that, like, the story that it told, though it did feel incomplete, I thought it was telling a really good story, and like the world building that they put in there, I found to be very compelling. There was like some lore in it that like I was just like, holy shit, like, are you kidding me? And I know that like some of my friends who are fans of Dragon Age, like they liked the new lore. So I don't know. Hi, Pandora. Okay. Honestly, Pandora, I didn't even see you come in, but you were the one I was thinking about when I just said that last thing. As a personal take on this, it's always good to remember that sometimes longtime fans get so attached to a specific game or their own nostalgia that they don't accept changes or improvements that are necessary when we all advance as a society, like some changes on themes, how some things are managed nowadays, etc. So it's always good to hear a lot of perspectives in general and try to build a general vision of the reception. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Like, again, for me, as somebody who, like, did not give a fuck. Like, I never played the older games, did not give a fuck about playing them, was not interested in playing them, still am not interested. Again, I thought it was a fun introduction to a world that I initially was not interested in. So, and again, some of the companion stories did make me cry. I'm thinking about 2 specifically that were like heart-wrenching. So I would say, I don't know if it's still free on Game Pass. I would check. If it's still free somewhere, I mean, give it a try, and that way you're playing it and you're not spending any money.
Something stirs with your hands close to this body. You know nothing of why, but you find a half smile flittering across your face.
Let the grin fall across your face.
This feels like home. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
I think I once did not wake her up, and was that on stream where I didn't wake her up and then we found her at the Grove later? Am I making that? I feel like but I kind of need her, so come on, girl, wake up. If they just made another Inquisition, I don't know that we could say that. Blah, blah, blah. Especially with GA being such an inconsistent franchise between each game. I love the franchise as a whole, but each game is completely different. Is a completely different world. And if people prefer one or the other, it's wonderful, but I don't think they can be compared because of how wildly different they are from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't, like, you can correct me, Pandora. I believe, I know that the Inquisition took place in the south of Thedas, and I assumed that the others took place in the same area. And what I liked about Veilguard is that it was exploring a part of the world that hadn't been that hadn't been seen yet in the video games. There are definitely 4 differences. There are definitely 4 different games, and they don't really build off each other systems wise. Okay. This is exactly the kind of stuff I want to know about Dragon Age, so I appreciate everyone's opinions here. It's helping me make a decision. That's great. Oh, by world, I didn't mean like the actual worlds. It was such a... Oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay, gotcha. It's like in the way that they told the stories and built out like the lore and stuff and like the gameplay. Is that what you mean? Yep, that also could be... Okay, cool. Yeah, see, I would not have known. Oh, well, like, like, I don't know if I noticed a difference in the gameplay between, like, 2 and 3, or 2 and Inquisition per se, but, I mean, I did notice, like, the stark difference between how it worked in, Inquisition and how it was in Veilguard, but I just assumed that it was because of how long between installments, you know, because it's 10 years. Yeah, you're going to change the gameplay a bit, because that just makes sense. Because I also noticed too, like between Inquisition and Veilguard, like in Inquisition, the companions would get their asses beat, and in Veilguard, they all got plot armor, and I just get my ass beat. Which is why I always say, like Davrin's right there. Just attack him. Like, Lucanus is right there. You don't need to come after me. All right? Yeah, they definitely had a choice to make. Is this a tactics game or an action game? Making a hybrid might not have worked.
What are you doing?
Especially since it's made from the bones of a live service game. Yeah. Which would have been interesting to see, but also, like, are y'all, like, clearly y'all are not dedicated into maintaining that shit, because you would have to maintain that for a long fucking time to make people happy. Checking to see if you are alive, obviously.
Yes. Thank you for the concern.
This hurts me so much, especially because when I recently had to do something with Origins, I found an Easter egg kind of relate to that. Oh, interesting. If you want, I could tell you, but I mean, I'm never going to play Origins, so feel free. I don't care. Doesn't matter, we made it.
True. Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about. I remember the ship. I
didn't love the combat in this Dragon Age Veilguard, but I liked it more in the Inquisition. I liked the combat, but I'm a button masher, so I like any combat that doesn't make me think too hard. Because that way I could just like lock in and just press a bunch of buttons, and then the enemy's killed. Do you have any idea where we are?
I don't recognize this place.
Like, that's why I like God of War, especially like the original God of War series, because I could just mash buttons and then people would die. I don't want to have to think when I'm fighting.
We need each other.
I think it was the most accessible of all the game's combat for sure. Yeah, I did find it to be very accessible. It was a little bit of a learning curve. Especially like doing like the different abilities with the triggers, but otherwise, yeah, I didn't find it hard to pick up. It actually, I will say, Veilguard made me understand how the mechanics of Witcher so much better. Like, because they had like similar controller mechanics, it made Witcher easier for me to understand. I think for now I'll go for Inquisition because it seems to be a solid standalone entry point and it's going for a deeper discount. Nice. I went back to a place that I never did in the past, and I've played Origins so much. And apparently when you go back to that part of the map after you finish the main quest from the zone, a graveyard becomes available, and each tombstone has puns or inside jokes from the devs. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I love that kind of shit. One of the tombstones says something like RIP online gameplay or something like that.
one thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again.
Little cheeky
It would be
devs.
all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't.
That's kind of like, that reminds me of,
Remember that.
like
Lead
a,
the way.
this might be a deep cut for some people, but in the original Pokemon games where you can like go into a building and there would be like little, sprites of some of the developers of the game, and you could like talk to them and interact with them. And I think one of them gave you like a sick item. It reminds me of that.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Guess I should maybe read too, huh? Since this is a brand new game. Perfumed letter. Sigh. I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again, and keep on saying it till we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. Ew, Anna, you gonna be disappointed, girl. Girl, I'm so sorry. One of the two, yeah. And Origins was like in 2009, so now all of us seeing what happened with Veilguard, that tombstone will be forever in my head. Aww. Yeah, there's a larger conversation to be had about pushing devs to make the kind of games they don't specialize in. BioWare has been asked to do multiplayer so many times, and they're a single player RPG house. Yeah, which is like, yeah. Also, like, this is just my take. Not every game needs to be fucking multiplayer. Like, not every game has to have that component. Like, I have so many games where, like, I would, like, literally never even consider playing with somebody else. Because sometimes, or most of the time, the game is just for me, you know? I don't think my dexterity is good enough. Hi, Pokey. Okay, I googled it. It said, in loving memory of multiplayer. Aww. Though I do, like, Veilguard multiplayer would have been interesting. I don't, like, it, yeah, it would have had to have been an entirely different game from what we got in order for that, because it just wouldn't, the way that it is right now, I can't see it being multiplayer. Like, not in the way that, like, for example, Baldur's Gate is, you know? But I am thinking about the unhinged energy of a Veilguard multiplayer. They just need to embrace it. It suits them so much better, and there's a fuck ton of people who don't want to play with other. Yeah. I mean, I enjoy some games where I play with my friends. Like Baldur's Gate, I like playing with my friends. I think the way that it is designed, helps make it more palatable for multiplayer, if that makes sense. Like, I can see this being a multiplayer, you know, if you wanted it to be. Where something like Dragon Age, I don't know if I could see that being, I genuinely don't know if I could see that being a multiplayer. I just, like, I don't know.
Your approach the
Potando, I've been playing single player all my life. Yeah, same.
magic glitters and swirls from it erratically,
I think
as if malfunctioning.
the closest, like, even like growing up, I think the most I did multiplayer was like Super Smash Brothers. You know, shit like that. It was Super Smash Brothers, or when I hit a certain level in the Aladdin Sega game that I couldn't get past, and I would ask my mom to come do it for me, and she would. Actually, we could never get past that fucking level. The Cave of Wonders level, we could never fucking get past that level. Ignore the urge to maim and grab the hand and pull. Slap the hand.
Perhaps I should have clarified.
They tried a multiplayer with Inquisition, but it was weird because you were not able to play the game. You played, yeah, that's what yeah. Which I think, I feel like at the time Inquisition came out, I could be wrong, because I know there are games like World of Warcraft, obviously, but that like an MMO type of beat. But like, I feel like with a game like Inquisition, I feel like a lot of games did that shit though, where it was like you're actually not playing the main game, you're just playing like you're playing some like competition shit or something like that. Like they had like a God of War, I think it was on Ascension maybe, that they introduced like a multiplayer aspect to it, and I was like, how the fuck does this even goddamn work? And it's not like you're playing through the game, it's just like you're like competing against other teams or some shit. And I feel like that was like maybe the standard of multiplayer back then. Or at least for a long time. The scene with Gale's what scared me off Embrace Durge at first. I have chopped off his hand. It is funny, and you know, I keep it as a memento, but I want him to defy Mystra and be bad, so I'm gonna let him come out. Also, he's like one of the few companions that like won't leave when you do unsavory shit.
Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies.
Unfortunately for Gale, he is easy to manipulate. Not wasting the time of passing adventurers? I certainly hope so.
Apologies. I didn't exactly memorize my cephalopodian banishment.
He scolds the hell out of you, but honestly, like, I mean, then he gets over it 2 seconds later. So is it really a scolding? It seems like he's just putting on a show. He's putting on airs. How did you get stuck in that stone?
I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words.
Wish I could chop his head off, chop his hand, but also pull him out and have him with only one hand. Oh my god, I would like, that would be sick. Though I think, I do wish you could do that, but I think the point of you not being able to pull him out is that he loses concentration on the spell because you cut his hand off. And so he's just stuck in the fucking, like, in the like ethereal realm or wherever the fuck he is, astral plane or whatever. I survived, that's all that matters.
I quite agree. But I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not?
Go on.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
Listen.
You seem to know enough about our
Fucking
condition to
knitting
realize
needle,
it's
bro.
one of the most
What size knitting needle? They come in all different sizes, bro. It would be so wild to see him also struggling with magic, maybe because he needs to adapt to the fact that he only has one hand. That would be interesting. They would have to take, if you really wanted to see that though, they would have to take out the Warcaster feat. I think it's the Warcaster feat. Because that means that you can, with the Warcaster feat, you can still cast spells with only like one hand. Because it allows you like, hold a shield. So I think they would have to take out some feats in order to make that play out in story.
As we've established, few enough can.
Gotta head out, but thanks for the chat. And Dragon Age Advice, glad I could catch you stream again. Stranded, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It was really good to talk to you again. And I hope to see you around sometime. And I hope to be able to catch one of your streams again. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. Parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something.
I don't hate the idea of him being one-handed, because I do think, like, one of the criticism I have of this game, one of them is like, I don't like the lack of diversity in this game. Like, in terms of like physical diversity, like, I wish that they were like more fat characters, you know, or that you could make a fat character. I wish that there were more like physical, like, disabilities that you can like have as a character and play as, because I mean, it's a fantasy world, right? So like, being in, say, a wheelchair really shouldn't be that big of a fucking impediment. You know? The homogeneity of the full part. Yeah, exactly. You can make shorter humans or skinny humans. Yeah, or just like anything. Like, I wish that it was, like, it's fantasy, yes. And, like, I do rail against the idea of it being, like, I in many ways, I do criticize fantasy that kind of hinges upon things that we deal with in real life. But with that, I'm talking about like racism and capitalism. Like, why the fuck is this in my fucking fantasy game? This is fantasy. I'm supposed to be escaping the world, and I'm still having to deal with the same bullshit I deal with in my real life. Like, fuck that. But things like body diversity and like diversity in other diversities, like, that should be included in your fantasy, you know? There's nowhere to hide.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you.
Sleazy, I did play a human. Najana was a human. Thank you so fucking much.
Compassion.
But only because they don't have ASMR in this game, and I mean real ASMR, not whatever the fuck they said that Ayla does not know fucking ASMR. That's a complaint for a different day. No, you should be furious, shouldn't you?
Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame.
What?
It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it,
and forcing me to want to be okay. Christian Grey, fucking relax.
Seems to focus elsewhere.
Milanesa, oh hi baby! Oh my god, please give him a little kissy for me. I love him. Take advantage of the last and break free.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Close those eyes forever. Curb stomp. Yeah, bitch. I love him. I love Mdjsty. My little baby. Oh.
Hurry. I've got one of those
I don't have my phone close to me, or I would send a pic on your Discord so you could see us on the Aww.
You can kill it, can't you? Like you
Mache, where are you? Take a picture. Kill it yourself. You look capable enough. I love telling him that no matter what kind of character I'm playing. Like, do it your fucking self, bruh. You made it this far. I think you can do it.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod.
I like how he just assumes that I'm supposed to be. I was supposed to have looked for him. Like, bro, who the fuck are you? I haven't done anything to you yet.
You arrogant little.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling.
Oh yes.
Dark,
Reminder: we are
busy
raising money for St. Jude, so if you have something to spare, please consider donating.
light, the fear.
Please and thank you.
What's going on?
Put the knife away and I'll tell you everything.
I'm not an idiot. It has to be those tentacled monsters. Something they did. They took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Can't blame you. I was looking forward to seeing yours.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I know I said this last time, but there's a part of me, a tiny little part of me that wishes we were playing ESR right now because, again, the toxicity of that relationship. I just loved it. It's so messy. I'm in quite the state, but I think I'm Merikh.
A pleasure. So,
Mache heard you and took the picture. Oh my god! Thank you, Mache. Yes, unfortunately, they'll turn. You know as much as I do.
I suppose it's not exactly common knowledge.
I'm looking now.
Worms are already affected.
I don't care.
I can feel it.
Oh my god, two precious angels. Oh my god, the swords on the wall, fucking sick. I was on a giant ass laptop. I love everything about this picture. Aww, two babies. I love the side eye that Mdjsty was giving. He had the fucking side eye. He's like, Mom, stop. He also took another one so you can see the weapons over my head. Yeah, I love it. I love the weapons. They look familiar. What are they from? Are they from any particular game? Or are they just dope swords? Because I feel like the sword in the middle feels familiar to me for some reason. And what's your plan?
Well, getting out of here for a start. Then finding anyone who knows about these worms. I need an expert. Someone who knows how to control these things.
And I need company for the road. Why not come with me?
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd.
First and last one are from World of Warcraft. The one in the middle is from Diablo. Oh, okay. I think maybe I've seen a picture of that sword, the Diablo one.
I accept.
Because I've never played Diablo, but it just looked very familiar.
At your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
I mean, just put some music on and he'll dance. Okay, let's do level up now that we have a full squad. Oh, I might not keep him as a wizard. I think I made him a cleric before, so we might do that again. So I'm just gonna pick something. This one, excuse me. Until we get withers. Oh, actually, oh, it doesn't matter. I just thought that I never showed you that we have one of the Blades of Chaos that create us. Oh my god, yes! Music collects stuff in the past, then the economy hit. I feel that. But yes, I mean, when you have the time, definitely show me, because I would love to see that. And yes, y'all, we will be playing God of War not next week, tomorrow. I don't have anything else planned for tomorrow. That would sap my strength. Or my brain cells, so we will be live with that tomorrow.
Everything is clear.
God, I gotta get back to it. Is there something over here? Oh, interesting. No, there's nothing up there. But I've just never come up here. Yep, I'll send the God of War stuff that we have so you could check it out. Yay! Thank you. I can't wait. Oh, interesting. I never noticed that. But this is... I could be... I don't think I'm wrong. This is where the what's it called? Those mud methods and stuff are. I never noticed it was right over here. That's very interesting. The one in Auntie Ethel's swamp. Yeah, huh. It's really funny that I never noticed that. Now I can't stop looking over there. It's like I've seen it and now I can't not see it. Kind of just goes to show you how, like, yeah, here's Auntie Ethel's swamp. How large this place is, but also how, like, small it is too. It's very interesting. I'm going the wrong way because we need to go fight the thingies. Actually, let's go a different way. Oops. Let's see how good these. And
I'm ready.
What? What is it? Wicked little beasts.
hell yeah.
Down, strike.
Oh shit.
I need to concentrate. What now? Let's get in and out.
And Gale.
On it. Yes.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant
Sick.
prospect.
That's kind of a neat perspective. Yeah. I like never noticed that. I love that I like even like small things that are kind of inconsequential like that. It's just fascinating how like you always find something new whenever you play this fucking game. Like been playing it for like what, 2 fucking years at this point and I'm still finding new shit.
Let's have a look.
They put so much in this game.
I hear shouting at me.
We should check it out. But
Nah. I wonder if I can.
So let's leave it.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Okay. Lol.
Don't waste a step.
Oh, okay, that was. You don't need to rage.
Death's cold grip. Let's go. Just shadows.
Ready. Onward.
Damn. How dare you? What?
Of course.
Hmm?
Where do I go from here? Try me.
Hell yeah.
Let's finish this. Heading there.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious.
Girl, I could have left you in that fucking cage. What are you talking about? Oh my god.
Possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Mm.
She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
Okay, y'all need to. And what exactly is a crush?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augusto for purification.
Alright, we journey together. Let's find this crush.
Space, and my might is yours.
Mimi, I can't.
Very well. But heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki.
A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
I keep her waiting. I do that, though. I keep her waiting. Okay. Where are we on our spells?
Excellent choice.
So none
And blades always
and one. Okay, well, you know, time to long rest.
No one stopped me yet.
Okay, Lazelle wants to talk. Gail clearly wants to talk. I wish they would leave me alone. But it's fine, I guess. I'm just so popular. Whew, excuse me. All right, let's make our rounds. Gail, what's up, kid? You brooding?
Go to hell.
And a good evening to you too.
Ha! You're a good sport. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
Okay. You sound a tad more dejected than when we first met.
Merely contemplating. Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts.
You'll be alright.
Pictures on a
Maybe.
piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
Hi, can I help you? What's up? What's up, Pookie? You don't know? What? Why are you huffing? Good lord. You had no fucking respect here. I'm not too worried. We'll find someone who can help us.
That's the spirit. Let's be up with the lark. Find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
You? Before you get hungry? Which will be like tomorrow? Miss Zelly. Ms. Zell, send the money.
Inside us, yet you waste time with idle chatter. Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? That the Geich do not still pursue us with each peal of the bell?
What's Prince trying to? He's not trying to do anything. He just was looking at me and then he huffed at me like I did something wrong, like he was disappointed in me.
I will not hesitate to end you.
Okay, anyway, Lazel, don't tempt me, girl. Cause, remember what happened last time? And it's still funny to me, so, I mean... if you get on my nerves enough, it might happen again. Love you, though. I'm changing the voice, because I don't like it.
Where to?
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
More of those wretched...
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. What was that?
Hells. More of those wretched things.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed.
Okay, we're gonna maybe...
feel it.
We'll try this one. Weiner, what's up? He's not a whiner.
I'm brooding.
Oh, maybe he is.
What were you two talking about?
What do you mean?
You and Gale.
He was whining at me. We were just discussing the next steps.
I see.
Do
Be
you?
careful with Gale.
I wasn't confiding in anyone, I was just talking.
So am I. If we're to survive, we need to trust each other.
Really, kid? You need to go potty outside?
I think you know how important it is that we find someone.
I think I need to take a break anyway, yeah.
Best if we focus on that.
I'm probably getting yelled at in the chat. Okay. Agreed, the sooner we find someone to help us, the better.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
You save a bitch from a horrible fate and she thinks she could just tell you what to do. And honestly, I love her for it. Okay. We're gonna take a quick break. Oh my god, Sleazy, I'm doing it!